Okay, question 2. We've got Bilal is making sets of 3 candles. He puts a white candle, a silver candle, and a gold candle into each set. So it's like one of each makes a set. When he's buying the candles, they're sold in packets of different sizes. So we've got 25 white candles in a packet, 12 silver, and 8 gold. Bilal wants to use all the candles that he buys. What is the smallest number of packets of white candles, silver candles, and gold candles he needs to buy? So we can't have any spares left over. So basically, this is a lowest common multiple problem. What's the first number that 25, 12, and 8 meet at? Which is the first number in all of those times tables? So we could start out by trying to write down multiples of 25, multiples of 12, and multiples of 8. We are going to, this could be a big number. We're going to try and be a bit clever about it. Think about when are they likely to meet. What do I mean by that? So if you look at the first number, you've got things that so 25, then you could buy 2 lots of that would be 50, 75, 75, 100, and it goes on like that. So it ends in a 5, then a 0, ending in a 5, ending in a 0. Both of these times tables, the 12 and the 8, never end in a 5, do they? So they never end in these 5s. So I don't really want to think about these ones, so I'm not going to bother about listing things with 5 in anymore. Just going to look at the options that end in zeros. So let's just jump up in 50s from now on. So 150, 200, 200 might be one that works. So let's think about the 12 times table. Again, I'm only going to list the numbers that end in zeros because that's all I'm looking for really. I have to have it ending in a 0 or ending in a 5 to match. So 12 times 5 is 60. So we're going to be doing it in blocks of 5. So we're going to think about this section. Let me block this off for a minute. Think about these in terms of 60s. So 5 boxes is 60 candles. So we're going to go up in 60s to see if we can match one of these other 0 numbers. So 60, 120, 180, 240, 300. Now I've got 200, 300, they don't match obviously. But I can, if I jump up to, I can have 250 and then 300. Then I do have a possible match here. So we need to think about the last one, the 8s. Did the 8s ever hit 300? Well, let's think again in the 0 option. So we've got 8 times 5, again, is 40. So we can look in 40s, go up in 40s and have a look. So 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. So I'm thinking 200, is this ever going to match 300? Well, I'm never going to have a 100 to add on because it only goes up in 40, 80, 120. The next number I'm going to have is going to be above. So it could go up. Let's just show you what I mean. So 240, 280, and we're going to miss 300 and end up on 320. So we've missed the 300. And that was the first time that the first 2 met, was at 300 and 300. So to save ourselves some work, I know that the first 2 are only ever going to meet on multiples of 300 now, because the 300 is a match. So the next multiple of 300 is going to be 600. And for that one, with also 2 lots of 300, we get a 600. And we kind of need to think, right, is this one ever going to get to 600? Well, we're not going to have a 300, but we do have a 200. And if we do 3 lots of that, 3 lots of 200, that is going to give me 600. So the number we are looking for is 600. I hope you kind of understand the logic of the way I got to that number. Trying to get there trying to get there quickly without listing lots and lots of multiples. It's just not going to be practical to list out multiples of 8 up to 600. So our answer is 600 is the lowest common multiple. Well, how many packs is that? So we need to think 600 divided by 25 for the top. 600 divided by 12. How many 12s go into there? 600 divided by 8. And I would reach for your calculator to help you out, because these are going to be the answers that you need to put into the answer slots. So when we do 600 divided by 25, that's 24 packets of white. When we do 600 divided by 12, that's 50 packets there. 600 divided by 8 is 75. So that's the first part done. Part B, or part I should say, how many sets of candles can Bilal make from the packets of candles he buys? Well, he only puts one of each into a set. And how many candles do we buy of each type? Well, it was 600, 600, and 600. So he can make 600 sets, because he just has to put one candle in each set. So that's nice and easy, the second bit. Hopefully that's helpful.